Next up, we have La Vaguelette from the Genshin Impact soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, the gaming channel, how to request songs if you're not on the live stream. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitarded, so please keep that in mind. With that, let's do this. La Vaguelette. Let's go. Okay, so we've had a disclaimer card for a while, yeah. So we start with a very, very lovely piano with an orchestra. Of course, it's fairly common for Genshin stuff to have an orchestra. So let's have that. Torts, welcome today. Glad to see that. Well, how you doing? So yes, we're having an orchestra. We start with a piano. These guys over here, still weeable, slop unlucky. I mean, the game itself, say what you want, the music is incredible. So we are having the violins playing along, giving us a little bit of a melody. Then we are having a piano giving us a very lovely arpeggiated set of chords, giving us some melody. So an arpeggio is when you play a chord one note at a time. In this case, what we are doing is we're doing two lines of arpeggios. So let's take, for example, here's C major. Here it is arpeggiated. But something you can do is that you can imagine I can play the piano, right? Yeah, I really can't play the piano. So yeah, you can have more than one arpeggio going on. You get a pianist that can actually play the music. You get this, then we bring in a few more of the strings, you know, more violins, maybe the violas and the cellos, and then we are having a very beautiful cadence. Let's see where this goes. Valor, welcome today. How you doing? Oh, we switch over to like a tango? Okay, so we switch over to like a tango style of beat. We're having the piano playing in what is called staccato. The piano and the violins playing in staccato. Staccato, as you are hearing, very short bursts of music. Then we're also introducing a snare drum. Oh, there's no snare drum over here. Played in the, what's it called? The percussion box. And, no, Valid, no. Then we have, yeah, that's basically it. The violins, piano, and the snare. Giving us those, that rhythm. It does sound like somebody's going to start singing, so let's see where this goes. Oh, organ. Okay, so it turns out the melody that we had at the beginning from the piano was indeed our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the essence from which everything else comes from. Then, yes, then why do you stream? Because I want to. So, we are having, these very, very lovely. Oh, somebody's cranky today. So we are having the orchestra doing all of this. Now we switch over. We have a more subtle thing happening, and of course now we bring in a vocalist. Sorry, I was reading chat. So accidentally did that. I saw that. Okay, so now we are in the realm of song, right? So song versus instrumental slash tracks slash pieces. Instrumental music will need to look a lot more deeply into what melodies you're using, your motifs, the applications of them, contrasting material, whereas song is going to have vocals. Those vocals are going to be the driving force of your music. In this case, what did we do? We had an intro. instrumental intro. We had the bit with the piano there with the strings. Then we had this quick little like tango thing. And then we have moved into verse number 1. Now, there's 2 main types of main vocals that you have in your songs. One of them is going to be verses, the other one is going to be choruses. Verse is going to be intensity wise more akin to your baseline intensity, right? Like your ground floor, so to speak. Your choruses are going to be your ceiling. It's going to be the high intensity moment of your music, and then there are a few others, but there is that. Now, another thing to note is that the vocalist started singing, we had the motif play, and then next time we had the motif being sequenced. So sequencing being a way that you can develop your material in which you play the same melodic idea from a different starting point. So you repeat it from a different starting point. So in this case, we were having something like that kind of thing, right? You know, that kind of thing where you are just changing the starting point, but the melodic idea remains the same. Let's see where this goes. And yes, Valid, go work. Let's see where this goes. We have the piano. We have a percussion as well, sounds like a shaker in the accompaniment. So yes, as you can see, we have 2 main parts. We have the lead, and then we have the accompaniment. The lead right now, of course, being the vocals. That's what has the spotlight. Everything else falls under the accompaniment. Now, the accompaniment right now, I believe it's a piano with one of the pedals pressed down. As you can see, usually pianos will have 3 pedals. One of them is a sustain pedal that just holds the note for longer, and the other 2, I'm not fully sure what they do. I always mix them up, but one of them gives you a slightly more soft sound, and the other one, I just completely don't remember which one, what the other one does. But these 3 pedals will absolutely be very, very, very important. So we're using one of those pedals, right to Plantera Terraria. Search the channel, go to the channel and to the channel videos and search for the name. And if not, then not yet, yeah. So yeah, we're having that. Let me go back a few seconds. Let's see where this goes. Very lovely cadential motif. Repetition. We bring a guitar now. Okay, so we move from the piano, having these like staccato piano thing going on. Subins, welcome today. How you doing? We're having this going on, and now we are moving to a guitar, engaging in some arpeggios with the piano doing some different arpeggios. Both of them basically doing the same chords, just from different points. And remember, shift the keys a little bit. Unsure. What does that do? I mean, it depends on the piano, but I think the pianoforte, let me see, pianoforte pedals. The piano pedals, there's 3 pedals, left to right. Might as well learn it now, right? So we have a damper pedal, the sustain pedal, or sustaining pedal. This is the one that moves everything forward. Oh, wait, no. Let's see. The soft pedal, or una corda, the sostenuto pedal, and the sustaining pedal. Oh god. Some omit the sostenuto pedals or have a middle pedal for a different purpose, such as muting function, also known as the silent piano. Okay, so the middle one can be a little bit different depending on the manufacturer, I guess, on the individual model, but the left one is going to make your piano sound softer. The right one is going to be a sustain pedal that just holds the notes for longer, and the middle one is either going to be a sostenuto or a or something else, or a silent pedal or a muting pedal, or something like that. So there's that. You listen to chiptune? In this stream we've done a few chiptunes. So yes, we are having that one going on, but now we have the vocals doing another verse, which could be that we've gone from verse number 1 to verse number 2. Considering how short this composition is as a whole, this could be. This could be that we're already in verse number 2. Very short song, not that much text to go through. Let me hear a bit more. Oh, and we have a drum set doing. Oh, and we have backup vocals. We have a choir in the back singing very, very softly, but they are there. All of them still holding the chords. All of them still just playing the chords in different ways. Let me go back a couple of seconds and see where this goes. Hey, cadence. Instrumental break. Okay, we're slowly starting to bring instruments. So first we have an oboe. I think it was an oboe. Playing in the background. Oboes are these ones. Let me bring a proper image of the oboe. The oboe is this very beautiful instrument that contains a very thin reed at the very top. Like the mouthpiece is a reed. Oboe players very notoriously being very, very methodical people, very meticulous. Like, it's very rare that you meet an oboe player that doesn't hand make their own mouthpieces for their oboe. It's insane the amount of care that these people will put to their instruments. They're some of the most brilliantly cleanly people, cleanliness-oriented people that you will meet. So we're having that, we're having the piano, and it seems like now we are bringing the rest of the string orchestra. The string orchestra being, of course, all the violins, violas, cellos, and double basses, doing what is called a crescendo. A crescendo, we're having those staccatos in crescendo. Crescendo just means that you're gradually getting louder. The opposite of a crescendo is a diminuendo, which is to gradually get quieter, or a decrescendo. Depending on the school, right? So these both mean the same, right? So crescendo, gradually louder, diminuendo or decrescendo, gradually quieter. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Melody now carried by the violins. And now we are engaging in a little bit of canonic imitation and a little bit of counterpoint. We bring in the French horns. We bring in a French horn to play the melody that the violin just played, but now the violin is playing a harmonization for that initial melody. So the violin has engaged in sequencing, whereas the horn player is now engaging in canonic imitation. So canonic imitation is a form of counterpoint. It's a form of counterpoint. Not counterpoint, call and response. I mean, it counts as counterpoint as well, but call and response, right? Call and response is one section, one instrument, one side does one thing. When it ends, the other one does something else as a response. So what we're doing over here is we are mixing canonic imitation with sequencing so that we can bring in some harmonization at the end. Harmonization, the full term is counterpoint parallel motion, in which you have two melodies that are playing roughly the same melodic idea, just from different starting points. Kind of like how the arpeggios at the start were going. This kind of thing. But what are we doing? We are having the first instrument giving us a melody. And then when the second instrument comes in, the first instrument moves over here. So we end up getting that kind of thing. And of course, since we are changing the different, we're changing instruments, we're engaging in orchestration here, distributing the melody amongst different instruments, this contrast ends up being so much higher. This is beautiful, dude. Let's see where he goes. Oh yeah, and structurally speaking, from verse number 2, we went to a break. We went to an instrumental break. Let's see where this goes. Pipe organ in the back. Arpeggios from the violins, and chorus. Okay, so now beautiful. So now we bring in the chorus, right? As I said, the chorus is going to be your ceiling, your high point, your climactic area. You can hear that we are having two vocals. One of them is doing the main melody, the other one is doing some harmonies in the back. It's a lot. The melodies are a lot more developed, a lot more climactic. We are having now the violins and everybody doing all of these very, very different things. And Hurk, thank you for the follow. Welcome today. How are you doing? Can you listen to what is that? It maybe later. Right now we're doing this one, right? So we're having if the wheel wills it, okay? So we're now having this, the violins are engaging in some accents. So when it comes to music, and yes, requests are not open right now, so keep that in mind. So when it comes to music, you have something called articulations. Articulations are different ways in which you can modify the notes that you're playing. For example, staccato, it's a form of articulations. There are staccatos, there's what we're doing right now, which is an accent. You can hear that the violins are playing louder every few beats. Those are accented notes, because instead of just going, we can go. You can really change that with articulations. There's a bunch. There's a lot of articulations that you can use in music. These are just a couple over here. There are a lot. The most common ones, I mean, there's tenuto, marcato, staccato, legato. There's a bunch of different ones. These can take a little bit of time, and of course, not many of them are going to be mentioned over here. This is something that you actually might need, like a textbook to look at it from, right? So yeah, we're having this happening. The violins. We're having these two vocals. Let me hear a bit more. The snare is back. Alright, and we go from the chorus to the verse, back to the verse, but this time we take off, we carry that momentum forward, we bring in the drums, we keep that second vocals. The second vocal is just singing oohs and ahs. Like, there's no lyrics to that second vocal, but it's carrying the melody so beautifully. Let's just see where this goes. Violins doubling the vocal up there. We leave just the guitar. Back to just the piano. Arpeggios. Violins high up. Sequenced, but now with more violins. We bring in the acoustic guitar arpeggiating. Crescendo, diminuendo. Crescendo, diminuendo. We take it down. We take down the intensity. One last chord from the guitar and the strings. And there you have it. What a beautiful what a beautiful song that was. That was very beautiful. Like, orchestration wise, this was very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. Most of the legwork was just the violins, the string orchestra doing its thing. We had an oboe at one point, we had a French horn at one point, some snares, and then a piano. Most of the rest of the orchestra was either not active or a little bit further back in the stuff. We did have an organ, a pipe organ as well, but very, very faint in the back. Then it was all the vocalists. It was all the vocalists. And Sergonizer, welcome today. It was 34, yeah. So, with that beautiful song, surprisingly straightforward for something from Genshin, still beautiful. Still beautiful. And there you have it. That was La Vaguelette from the Genshin Impact soundtrack. It's still beautiful stuff, dude. It was really, it's part of a play, theater, opera in the game story. Okay, so this one even plays like part of a musical theater. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, 34. So, with that, okay, so even more in context, this actually even plays. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, there you have it, La Vaguelette from the Genshin Impact soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this is Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server. Discord is where everything gets announced first, whether it is the streams going live, the videos going up on the channels, announcements, updates, projects, whatever it is, it all gets announced there first. So linked in the description. Of course, that's where we also have the community where we hang out, we post memes, steal memes from other people's servers, claim them as our own, and of course it is where I host the Vintage Story server. It's kind of like Minecraft but more survival focused. We love it. We love it, so join the Discord, linked in the description. Join the community today. Also, share these videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. With your online and offline communities, go share these videos with everybody that you know. Also, use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord that coordinates for that, so linked in the description. Can join. That's another reason to join, isn't it? Artists on YouTube or otherwise musicians, this is an open invitation. If you want any of my musical skills for any of your projects, whether it is my guitars, Mongolian throat singing, you know, the good old ooh, 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 kind of thing, regular singing, voice acting, if you want help figuring out something for a composition, whatever it is, reach out, let me know, let's make stuff together, let's work, let's make stuff, right? And if you're in the audience or you know somebody that could benefit, reach out, let them know. Please do not harass anyone, please do not spam anyone, be cool about things, don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. That's up to 1 week in advance, so become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. Again, 6 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. Another reason to join the Discord. So if you live in 33, which literally just means 33, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch, both linked in the description, and it's going to show in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the gaming after show recordings when they happen. Recorded live during the after show in the main channel, and then the recordings go here, linked in the description, or just search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd, just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you have it, La Vaguelette, Genshin Impact. As usual, really good stuff, man. Genshin Impact stuff, like the music is just always so beautiful. Really good stuff, dude. But yeah, let's move on.